What's up, everybody? My name is Alex. I'm a tech entrepreneur and real estate investor, and I've been living in Dubai for the past 2 years, although I've been coming and going for around 4 years now. So I know the market very well, and I've invested myself in a couple of properties. And in this video, I want to specifically focus on my investment advisory program for property in Dubai and let you know how you can benefit out of it the most and tell you everything about the details, how you can get in, and what are the costs. Like I mentioned, I made my primary base in Dubai for the past 2 years. So I saw a huge potential during COVID, and that's exactly when I bought my first property here. Since then, the prices have dramatically increased. Obviously, there was a lot of inflow of Europeans, specifically Russians, and also Germans, Italians from the western side of Europe. So the prices have been gone up, but I truly believe that's a trend that's going to continue, although there might be some corrections, but I think the market is still very undervalued comparing to the European major hubs, where here you can get a property around 30 to 40% less expensive than in London, Paris, or Frankfurt, which is why after I bought my first off-plan in Dubai, I started analyzing and evaluating the market better. So I was looking into what kind of areas are developing, what are the main developers here, which are the best, which have a maybe slightly worse reputation, so I can avoid them. So that's how I got into investing through different other types of creative finance, which I mentioned in my previous video about how you can get into the Dubai property market. And you might have seen some other videos that I have been uploading 2 years ago. You might know that I started my property investing journey in Bali, Indonesia, where currently we own 20 apartments, which are part of the company that I established also 4 years ago in Bali called Agora Homes, where we have been able to achieve first and then maintain the superhost status on Airbnb for the past 4 years, with an average rating of 4.9, and we have all the apartments available there. But you can also check us out on Instagram at by Agora Homes. You can see the page there. We have collaborated with many hotels, restaurants all over the world, including the big names such as Marriott and Radisson. So after understanding the real estate market and how property investing works, and also the rental business, the Airbnb business, and the property management business in specific, I have expanded the business to also Europe, in Eastern Europe, where my home country is, Moldova, and also to Dubai. And that's how my journey with property investing started here. It happened to be during COVID. Actually, it was at the beginning of COVID when I came back from Bali and I started researching opportunities throughout the world. And Dubai was one of the few hubs that was open besides Istanbul, which was a pretty interesting area as well. Although Dubai was a better stop for me when I was traveling to Asia and also to other parts of the world. So that's how I felt that probably this is a more upscale and also high growth and high ROI possibility market. And at the time, I didn't have so much money available to play around. That's why I was really curious to understand how you can actually get into this market. And I saw that there are many developers who offer payment plans. And that's actually the first option that I chose. Like I mentioned in the previous video, a payment plan is basically a mortgage that doesn't involve the bank, so it's coming straight from the developer. You can pay a, let's say, 5 to 10% down payment, and then you follow up with installments throughout the payment period that was set by the developer. And you also don't have any interest rate on that, so it's going to be zero, and that's pretty good if you don't have any banking history in that country, you don't have any proof of salary, and that's exactly why payment plans are coming in. So shorter, to not confuse it, was like 15, then after 3 months 555, completion you have to pay another 20, and again 555 until you paid it off. Since then, I have been through a couple of mortgages as well. I got some other properties. I also refinanced that first property that I paid it off by myself. There are many ways of how you can actually finance your investments in here. Even as a non-resident, you have the non-residential mortgage option. So there's quite a lot of interesting ways that you can get into the market without actually requiring a big sum of money. And some of my clients and also my friends, they have invested less than 50,000 euros and they have already returned their money in less than 2 years. However, to understand and find out about all these ways, it took me a few good years and some active involvement into the property market. And that's exactly why I came up with this idea. First, it started with hourly consultations that I was doing with my subscribers, with also some friends or referrals. And then I realized that a good way to actually get into this market and get some in-depth knowledge, insights, all the context that I already accumulated throughout the past few years is to create this investment advisory program that is customized specifically for the client. And I felt a need to share this with my community because there is so much disinformation in the market. There are so many agents that are trying to just sell and not advise you, and they're not really acting as personal private brokers. Instead, they're just trying to gather commissions, which is why I felt like, why not putting all this knowledge together and sharing it with you? So then I came up with this 1 month long investment advisory program that I do it with only 2 people per month because I really want to focus and concentrate on your specific case and help you actually maximize all this knowledge and save a lot of money through getting into the Dubai property investing market. I personally made a couple of mistakes, and I know that in fact, if I would have known about these and I would have avoided some steps, I would have actually saved quite a big chunk of money. And I'm not talking about $500 to $1,000. I'm actually talking about tens of thousands of dollars, about ways of how you can actually negotiate the payment plans or ways that you can negotiate the actual sum of the property. So with that, throughout the 8 sessions that I customized specifically to the client, to you, throughout this 1 month, I will be focusing on every single detail and specifically on your budget to see what we can aim in this market, what we can get out of it. We will go through the actual Excel spreadsheets that I used for my very own cases, and you can see how real examples in investing here could work out for you. We will start by looking at the local UAE market environment, its historical and current performance, what you should expect from your investment, also what kind of blockers you can expect or encounter. We will look into the upcoming rules and developments, anything that might get in our way for you to start off with your investing. Then a second session will be on the legal aspects of the market, where I'll tell you how you can get your resident visa through investing, or I'll also mention how you can get it otherwise, because I've been in the market and I personally have a golden visa, which is a 10-year residency. So I can share my knowledge in there and give you all the context needed to apply for it and get it much quicker and also cheaper. I'll also tell you about the property registrations, the Dubai Land Department requirements, and the prices that they have there, so you can expect the costs and do some calculations for yourself. Then in another session, we will look at the current opportunities on the market. We will analyze the good and bad developers and the options that they currently have. I'll also tell you some insights about every single one of them, so you can get an understanding and a feel of who's good and who's not. And then we will proceed by looking at the types of property investing here. So be that off-plan properties or ready to move in, upcoming projects, and we can see whichever works best for your investment strategy. After we go to feel of the local UAE market environment, the legal aspects and the current opportunities, we will then have a couple of sessions on property financing, where we will discuss the payment options if you buy it in cash or if you want to buy it in payment plans, mortgages, and even refinance. I will also tell you about some other types of loans that you can get in here and some joint purchases and joint options, even investing with me in the future. That might also be an option. And then I will move on to covering the financial projections, where we will have some more interactive sessions. I will share some Excel spreadsheets that I have used and I am still using for analyzing all kinds of property investing in Dubai specifically. I will also share some historical performance in terms of spreadsheets, so you can see how it performed for my very own properties. We will go through the rent cash flow. We'll do some investment analysis. We will also look at different types of exit strategies, and we'll also analyze all the capital costs and the associated costs with purchasing a property, because believe me, there are quite a lot of them and you definitely have to know about them, and no agent will tell you about this straight away. I will tell you about the property management costs and what you shall expect if you want to work with a property manager, be that for long-term or Airbnb. We will also look at some financial KPIs for the property investing scene. So that would include the payback period, the ROI, the cap rate, and the gross rent multiplier. And I'll tell you exactly how to look at it in a very easy form, so you can quickly analyze an opportunity and see that this is something that would work out. Finally, after you got your finances right and you know how it could work for you, then we'll be looking at the current real market opportunities. We'll do some searches through the main property engine platforms in Dubai. We will select a couple of market offers. We might even interact and discuss with the brokers, with the agents that present them, and then we will do some deal comparison and also financial comparison, so that in the end you have a couple of real market opportunities. You have all the cost breakdown for them, all the capital costs that you have to invest, you have your payment plan ready, or you have another strategy such as mortgage or refinance, and you're ready to go. So what's left? I will close the sessions by sharing a very broad range of my local contacts that will definitely help you. A full spectrum of local agencies, local rental agencies as well, developers, property managers, Airbnb managers. Even my company, Agora Homes, we're thinking of launching our property management service in Dubai. So it might be the chance that we would work together in the future for renting out your property and making you and maximizing your income potential. But nevertheless, I will be so happy to proceed and actually help you negotiate and offer on your behalf, even if you are a local here or you're a tourist or you were someone who wants to relocate to Dubai. That's not a problem. That works both ways. You will get a very good insight into the market and you will save a lot of money on your travels, on your flights, on your hotels coming to Dubai, and you will make a better, more informed decision. So with that, I have covered the whole investment advisory program schedule for you, so you can understand and see what you can expect out of it. The main benefit is that it's going to be with me, so it would be a very personal, customized program specifically for you. So you need to be direct with me. You need to tell me your actual real budget so I can customize it specifically to work out for you. Currently, I charge 3,500 USD for the program. It's 1 month long, like I mentioned, and it's about 8 sessions, but nevertheless, you will get the direct access to my WhatsApp, to my phone number, and whenever you have an offer or you were researching the market or you were chatting with an agent, you can always contact me and I'll tell you. I perhaps know all or majority of the agents, so I'll tell you if this is a real deal, if he's trying to rip you off, and so on. Looking forward to receive your inquiries, and let's make this your best investment decision ever.